fluid coding and AI. 1 repo task, 3 agent loops, local Vibe CLI, remote Vibe, and a coding session started from LeChat. The useful question is not which launch button feels nicer. It is what actually carries across when a local coding session jumps to the cloud: history, approvals, diffs, tool calls, installs, pull requests, and notifications. Here is the fair comparison. Use 1 realistic repo request every time, fix a focus bug, preserve existing API behavior, add a regression test, run the relevant test command, and end with a reviewable diff. That shape matters because Mistral's own docs recommend well-scoped work like bug fixes, existing module features, refactors, failing tests, and CI repairs. A vague prompt would mostly compare vibes. A scoped task compares workflow. The local Vibe CLI is the control case. Mistral describes it as an open-source, terminal-native coding agent that works inside a local codebase, reads files, edits code, patches files, runs shell commands, searches recursively, and asks the user questions. The advantage is obvious. It can use the repo exactly as your machine has it. Your dependencies, your ignored files, your local test setup, your shell environment, and your immediate approval loop are all right there. Local control is also local responsibility. If your laptop sleeps, the run stops. If your environment is messy, the agent inherits the mess. If the command needs approval, you're the person sitting in the loop. Vibe does have local affordances that matter: tool execution approvals, agent profiles like default, plan, accept edits, and auto-approve, persistent command history, saved sessions, and notifications for attention or completion states. The remote Vibe path changes the operating model. Mistral's Vibe code workflow runs in a cloud sandbox against an existing GitHub repository. You can start it from LeChat, from the CLI with an ampersand prefixed prompt, or from an active local session using /teleport. The documented lifecycle is sandbox creation, repository clone, agent execution, real-time feedback, interactive prompts, and completion. The common artifact is a branch or draft pull request. Teleport is the interesting handoff. Mistral says /teleport moves an active local Vibe session into the cloud, where it continues in LeChat and can be monitored from any device. The announcement says session history, task state, and approvals carry across. The docs also draw hard boundaries. Teleport requires a Git repository, the Mistral GitHub app on that repo, an eligible plan or API key, and a local session running on a Mistral model. There is a catch that changes how you should test it. Teleport is one way today. Once the session moves to the cloud, current docs say it cannot be pulled back into the local CLI. And after teleport, the cloud run uses Mistral Medium 3.5, regardless of the local Mistral model you started from. So the audit is not just continuity, it is also a runtime change, a model change, and a permission change. The LeChat started path removes the terminal as the starting point. A user can open a Vibe code session, authorize or select the GitHub repository, enter the task, respond to prompts, and review the result, typically as a draft pull request. That does not make it a different kind of repo magic. Mistral's announcement says LeChat started coding sessions use the same remote runtime as CLI started cloud sessions. The permission story is where the comparison gets serious. Local Vibe approvals gate local tool execution. Remote Vibe needs GitHub authorization because it has to clone, edit, branch, commit, push, and open pull requests. Mistral documents broad requested permissions, including repository read and write access, organization listing or access management, workflow updates for CI-related tasks, user profile, and email attribution. That may be necessary for the workflow, but it is still a real trust decision. The cloud sandbox is useful because it persists between devices and can keep working without your laptop being the bottleneck. But it is not your machine. Mistral describes it as a standard Linux environment with common runtimes like Node, Python, and Go. Hardware-specific, GPU, proprietary service, macOS-specific, or Windows-specific dependencies may not run as expected. There are also limits: a 24-hour max session, a 3-hour inactivity timeout, and a 30-second individual command timeout. The best way to judge the 3 runs is by receipts, not narration. For each path, inspect the prompt, visible tool calls, dependency installs, approval prompts, file diffs, test result, branch, pull request, and notification behavior. For teleport, ask a stricter question. Does the cloud session actually show prior context? Were approvals retained or asked again? Did local edits transfer, get recreated, or disappear? Are local tool calls visible or only the cloud side work? There is also a benchmark caveat. This workspace includes a first-party local report for OpenRouter with Mistral AI Devstral Medium inferred from the file path. On that suite, the overall score was 1230 out of 2172, or 56.63%. The coding subset was useful but uneven. It passed several easy and medium coding cases, yet harder multi-system cases scored poorly. All non-coding categories scored 0 in that run, which could mean a model failure, harness mismatch, routing mismatch, evaluator issue, or incomplete run. So the practical verdict is simple. Use local Vibe when the repo depends on your machine, when you want tight command control, or when you are still exploring the task. Use remote Vibe when the work is well scoped, GitHub-centered, reviewable as a branch or draft pull request, and safe to run in a standard Linux sandbox. Use Lashat started coding when the launch surface matters more than terminal control. And treat teleport as a handoff to audit, not a magic continuity guarantee. If this helped you think more clearly about local agents, cloud agents, and reviewable repo work, like the video and subscribe to Fluid Coding and AI.